Hi, I'm Debbie Dujanovic of KSL News Radio in Salt Lake City, and there's been a very concerning E. coli outbreak in one Utah city. So I want to talk about how it happened, what the symptoms are, and what city officials are warning families to do in order to keep themselves safe. And some of these measures are fairly extreme, at least in my view. First of all, what city? The city of Lehi, one of the fastest growing cities in all of Utah. It's at the north end of Utah County. And city officials say they have linked the E. coli outbreak to the water system, the irrigation system outside, the water that's used to water lawns and keep gardens growing all summer long. So that's the first thing people need to be aware of. It is the irrigation system, not their drinking water, that's impacted. The second thing I want to talk about is what are the symptoms of E. coli. Well, in this case, one little girl, she's 3 years old, it landed her in the hospital for almost 2 weeks. She's now back home, but doctors aren't sure if her kidneys will ever fully recover. It turns out that E. coli can ravage the kidneys of children and also the elderly and those that are immune compromised. So be aware of the symptoms, such as nausea, such as diarrhea. In some cases, there can even be blood in the stools. These are all symptoms that you need to look out for and contact your doctor right away. What do you do to protect your own family? Here's the list that the city of Lehi has issued in connection with recommendations from the Centers for Disease Control. First thing, make sure you don't eat raw fruits and vegetables from your garden. If you've been watering them with irrigation water, which I'm sure a lot of people in the city of Lehi have been, don't eat them raw. In fact, you can't even wash them enough to guarantee that you're going to get the E. coli off of the fruits and the vegetables that you're about to eat. So don't eat uncooked fruits and vegetables. Also, if you're gardening, they suggest you wear gloves when you're gardening, and after you're done gardening, wash your hands. But what about kids? Well, they say if your kids are playing outside, make sure you're with them and they don't put their hand in their mouth. That's right, if they touch the lawn, put their hand in their mouth, that could put them in contact with E. coli. So if you have little kids, I'm a parent, it may be really difficult to actually let them play alone in the yard. And here's the summer bummer for kids. The city says do not let them run through the sprinklers. Don't put the hose on the slip and slide and let them run in it. The bottom line is kids can get a little bit of water in their mouths when they're running around playing in the yard or playing in the sprinklers, and that could lead to trouble.